So now you have access to your Sage Intacct instance. You've given your implementer access. Let's look at a few company module settings you could add. Go to Company, Setup, Configuration Company, click Edit, and here you'll find your company ID, the name of your company, and other administrative type information. If your name is not correct, just correct it. You should always have Use ISO country codes turned on. You should have United States as your country. If not, you can click the drop-down arrow and find it. If you're not in the US, find your country in it. You can put in your federal ID and or your tax ID. You can add your address, state, postal zip code, and this will be the information that shows up on, say, printed documents, invoices, things of that nature. It'll be this address that it'll pull, though you do have the option later to put in a different address. Administrative contact, it would be you, the subscription administrator. This is the person for whom, when it comes renewal time each year, you're the one who gets the bill. That makes you the administrative contact. Now, you do not have to stay the administrative contact. If, say, for example, you have a project manager or someone else in your group who's going to be the primary person responsible for your Sage Intacct instance, then they should go here and they'll get the notifications from Sage Intacct. Here you can put in your legal address, especially if it's different from this address. Sometimes DBAs have different addresses for the legal addresses than they do their main. Then down in global settings, you can set your language. In this case, we have English, Australia, United States, UK, South Africa. This setting matters later, as we'll find out when it comes to changing dimension titles and things of that nature. You'll set your time zone, any time zone, whatever your time zone is, you'd set it here. You can set your date format. This is very good if you have special like military type formats or other countries' formats. I personally like month dot day dot year, but that's not the standard. So we go with this format. Choose your time format, 24 hours or 12. Again, country for addresses, United States, which this is a new feature, makes things easier, especially for vendors and customers. Don't worry about PDF format, leave it as default. Attachment sequence, don't worry about that. If you want to, when you first log in, this permission type should be set to user-based. Go ahead and set it to role-based. Leave scheduled jobs on. And application order. Now this is interesting because it sets the order globally as a default of what you'll see in this list, how this list is for anyone who logs in the first time. Now, individuals who log in have the option in their preferences to change this, but this is for your global setting. So set it however makes you most comfortable or whatever is most efficient for you. For me, after 10 years of doing this is the format I like. This is the format I set. Further down, you can choose your color for your entities. Like here, you have top level, and then you have sub-entities under your top level. These are your transactional business entities. We'll get into those later. And they can each have a different color. Makes it easier to identify them. You can also upload a logo, which is this logo here, for your branding, co-branding. You have an option for header background, black or white. Black background looks pretty good, but it kind of makes my logo here disappear, so I didn't use it. You see these little question marks? These are good for hitting help. Intacct has a very good help system, both with little question marks and up here in help and support. We will definitely get into that later. But here you click the little question mark, it'll tell you the requirements for the logo. You can upload the logo here. Click Browse and Upload. Then down here, printed logos and text. You have it for printed documents XSL custom documents, and email templates. You can upload your logos here. Again, question mark gives you these settings. Now, you don't have to upload the logos right now. Your VAR implementer will be checking to make sure if they're uploaded or not. So if you prefer to wait, that's fine. One suggestion I do make is that you need to get a very good high resolution image that can be shrunk down, because these are fairly small sizes. And I have found that if they're not real high quality images, usually like your marketing will have them, they get real blurry and pixelated in these small sizes. You can also put in a marketing text and or company message. Again, you do not have to. These can all be added in later or replaced at your discretion. Once you have that set, that's all you need to do for now. The security tab, accounting tab, and schedule tabs will be handled during implementation. You'll work with your implementer for that. And with that, we end the company setup for the subscription administrator.